Hi there everyone and welcome back to It's a Disney Kind of Day. I'm so excited to be back this week with another vlog, not another sit and talk video. However, just like the regular vlogs, there are going to be sit and talk portions of this vlog. I'm trying something a little different this time, where instead of sort of recapping everything that I missed at the end, I'm going to actually try and just talk about it as we go. So you'll just see these little mini clips basically of me, or most of them will have photos over them. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I have some kind of ideas to throw around at the end of the video, so make sure you watch the end and then leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll be back in a little bit. So the morning of day 6 started with breakfast at Cape May. So basically I booked a later breakfast this morning thinking I would want to sleep in from the night before and getting home late, and I didn't sleep in like at all. And so that's why you got 2 weeks ago video of me just sort of doing a recap of day 5. And then I went to breakfast, and I actually will say I really liked the Cape May breakfast. Honestly, getting to this essentially post-park opening, I think my reservation was at like 9:15 or something. I walked in the door at 9:15, and I do not like to be late for things, and that was really stressful for me, honestly, cutting it that close. So I actually am a big advocate for early dining reservations. If you're a morning person, again, don't stress yourself out. If you're not a morning person, then take the later reservation, that's fine. But yeah, this one taught me my lesson. Always go for the pre-park opening. You don't sleep in Disney anyway, to be honest. At least I don't. I shouldn't say that. I know some people can. I don't. But so the food was actually really good. I didn't have it on my list of places to go this trip, or for my next trip. But I actually think I'm rethinking my plan a little bit, and I think I might give it another go because the food was really good. My server was once again fantastic and totally, like, he was singing to people, and I don't know, he was just really great, and I don't remember his name anymore, but he was awesome. There's like a build your own omelet station, which is really good, and I love omelets. Like, that's one of my favorite things to eat when I go out for breakfast. And the buffet was really good as well. I saw each of the characters like 3 or 4 times. I've got a few pictures that you're looking at, and this was the first time I really took major selfies at one of the character meals while I was down there. And after looking back at these pictures, I was like, why didn't I take selfies the whole time? Because these are so cute. The selfies came out so great, and I took them all on the camera I used to film too, so it also takes decent pictures as well as video, which is nice. So then after Cape May, so basically to get to Cape May from Riverside, I took a bus to Hollywood Studios and then took a boat from Hollywood Studios to Boardwalk. Or no, take that back. To the Yacht and Beach Club boat launch, and then walked over to Beach Club from there. And like I said, I got there like right at 9:15, which again is not my preference, but I didn't have to wait that long either while I was waiting to be seated. So overall, Cape May was great, a good experience. And then after we finished at Cape May, I got back on the boat and headed off to Hollywood Studios for the day. So after the first Hollywood Studios stop at Frozen Sing-Along, which was really fun, by the way. I really liked that, and well, that was my first time I'd seen it. I missed it on the trip before, and I really liked it, and I'm definitely going to try and hit it up again on my next trip. So then I just kind of started walking my way around the park. So after that I stopped, there's an Olaf meet and greet pretty much right next door, so I stopped there. His wait was actually really short. You can't fast pass him, but he was another really great interaction and a whole lot of fun. And there was this nice guy I met in line in front of me who was waiting for a friend, and he was even nice enough to let me go in front of him, even though I told him he didn't have to do that. But yeah, so it was a really good meet and greet. He loved my ears. That was like the theme of this trip. All the characters loved my ears, which I was nervous about, and I'll talk about this in a follow-up video after the trip vlogs are over. I was a little nervous because I was going to bring an autograph book with me. I usually sort of make one because I am actually kind of a shy person and have a hard time initiating like a conversation or an interaction with the characters sometimes. And that helps because I put a little picture of them on the page, and then they're like, ooh, that's so cool, like, look at me, I'm on the page. And or their sidekick or something relevant to their story. And then I just didn't get it done for this trip, so didn't do it. And I was a little nervous about going without an autograph book, but honestly I think I'm gonna skip it next time. I had just as good of a time and just as great interactions without it. Then after that I headed over to Indiana Jones for the Indiana Jones Stunt Show Spectacular, which I entirely intended to film bits of and didn't because I got that sucked into the show. So I am big on movies and special effects and the behind the scenes techie nerdy parts of movies, and that's basically what this show is it dives into all the tech and the stunts and the pyro and all the stuff that goes on in these crazy action movies. And it was such a good show. Like, I walked out of the theater and didn't really know where I was. So that's always a sign of a good show to me, is like when you kind of like have to take a minute to get back to reality after the show. Hi guys, so I'm sitting here at Backlot Express eating some lunch. Because somehow I ended up with a ton of extra meal credits. But I'm not really sure how that happened. But I'm gonna have to eat a lot in the next couple of days. I'm kind of having a moment while I sit here with my chicken nuggets. Today is the last day at Hollywood Studios. I know. And I don't really know how I feel about it. You know, I talked this morning a little bit about that, like, we've been here more days and we will be here viewing today. But I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. Because I'm sitting here like trying to plan my next move and everything and what I want to do. You know, what do I really want to make sure I do before I leave, and like what can wait till next time. But it's kind of starting to hit me and it's almost time to go home already. I like, I don't even know what to say about it. I guess I'll say it, like, the biggest thing is that you gotta leave to come back. You know? Like, I know you hear, like, try to think how serious. A lot of Disney vloggers either live in Florida or, you know, have this big dream of, like, moving down here or whatever. That's not me. Which means eventually I have to go home. And I do miss my puppy. I miss my puppy a lot. My mom was texting me pictures of her this morning, and I was like, please stop. So I'm trying to see if I can see Pluto today to try and make it better. Well, I'll see him later. I think he's at dinner. The first order is starting, and my battery's dying. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. There's things to do. Bye. So after eating lunch at Backlot Express, I went and I kept working my way around the park, and because I lied, First Order was not starting, that was just Jedi training, which was super crowded, so I didn't go watch it. But anyway, it's thunderstorming out, so you may hear rumbles of thunder while I film this. So anyway, moving on. I kept working my way around the park, and the next stop was to go meet Mickey and Minnie. Their wait was like relatively low for them. I waited longer than what the thing was when I got in, so it must have gone up right after I got in line. Or the wait time must have gone up right after I got in line, but I waited longer to meet them, so it really wasn't that bad. And their queue is pretty shaded, so it's not like you're like in the sun or anything. So I did them. This is pretty much my favorite meet and greet to meet Minnie at, because I love her dress. I love her movie star dress. And she was really cute because she found my necklace that I had on from my friend. That was a little Mickey necklace, and then she was like showing it to her character attendant, and he was like, okay, I will ask Mickey to get one for you, okay? And then she was like, that's good. So yeah. I don't know if Mickey ever did, because apparently she asked for it several times while I was down there, but I don't know. So anyway, so I met them, and then I checked my app because I was kind of trying to figure out what I was going to do next. And I ended up deciding to go, and I must have canceled my third Fast Pass for the day because I never went to it. And actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I did. I don't even think I had a third pass. I did not have a third Fast Pass for that day. That's what it was. So I was just kind of playing it by ear. And so I was walking around trying, I think I did get a Swirling Saucers Fast Pass, but it wasn't until later on at night. And this was, early afternoonish. So I think I walked over, then I noticed Chip and Dale were coming out because I checked my app and looked on the character thing, and it said that they were going to be there. So, and it was like right next door, because that's where the Galaxy's Edge entrance is now. I can say that now. The Galaxy's Edge entrance is now, where it's gonna be where it is. And so I went over there and met them, and then after that I walked back across the park because then I was trying to decide what I wanted to do next, and I decided that I was ready to hit up the Star Wars launch bay stuff. So I walked over. I had spent so long trying to gear myself up to meet Kylo. I've never gone to his meet and greet because honestly he terrifies me, which is probably the point, but he scares me a lot. And I told my friend, I have a friend who's a big Star Wars fan. She doesn't necessarily care about Kylo, but he's not any importance to her. But I was just like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna meet Kylo, and I'm gonna do the Visa meet and greet too. So were all things I told myself I was gonna do. And I walked up to Kylo's line, and I turned around and walked away because I couldn't do it. So I went and got in Chewie's line because I like him. He's cool. So I got to meet Chewie, which is always a good time. And then, on my way out, found the BB-8 meet and greet, which I had totally forgot about. So I got in line for that. And while I was, right after I got in line for that, I started to feel really weird. Just really off. And I didn't 100% know why. I would find out the next day why I wasn't feeling so well. But I just, like I said, I just felt really off and weird. And I was thinking, I was supposed to go ride saucers, I think, after that. And I was like, there is no way I am getting on a spinny ride right now. I do not feel well at all. So basically, I just went and found a nice spot. I was thinking I might have been a little dehydrated because I have a habit of doing that when I'm in Disney and forgetting to drink anything. So I walked over to the Starbucks that's in Hollywood Studios, and I got myself a drink. Passion tea iced lemonade, that's my favorite. And that's my Starbucks drink of choice. And just basically went and sat down for a little while and waited for my dinner reservation to come up. And I drank that lemonade so fast, so I think half my problem was that I was dehydrated, but it wasn't quite enough to entirely fix how I was feeling. So then I just walked over, I just kind of hung out on a bench for a little while, like maybe half an hour or so, hoping I would kind of like bounce back with my lemonade situation. And then it was about time to head to dinner. I was having dinner at Hollywood in Vine, which the first time I had it was delicious, and it hasn't been so good since. I kind of do want to give it one more go, although probably not my next trip. Probably take a little break. But I do kind of want to give it another go, just because I think this trip I was not feeling the best, and I don't think I gave it a fair shake. But it was not as good as the last 2 times I've gone as it was the first time I went. So then I stopped and took a few pictures, because you know me, I can't resist a photographer, and I was starting to feel a little bit better. And I had a little extra time before I needed to go check in. And I did end up checking in like maybe 5 to 10 minutes even before my 15-minute before check-in situation, just because I was, at this point, I had done the Fantasmic dinner package, and I was even debating skipping Fantasmic because I was just not feeling the bestest. But I texted my parents and they were like, well, try to eat something before you give up on it because you might just be hungry. I was like, you have a point. So I did. I gave it a chance. But anyway, Hollywood and Vine review. The character interactions were great. Goofy was fantastic. Loved him. He was amazing. I was really excited because I sat down to dinner and I looked at my cast member, my server, her name tag, and she was from a town that's like maybe an hour away from me, and I actually work with some people who live there. So I saw her and I was like, wait, you're from Wisconsin? I'm from Wisconsin too. And we had a nice little chat because we were both from roughly the same area of Wisconsin too. So that's always fun when you meet people who are from your hometown, and it's one thing I kind of like that they put their hometowns or their home universities. When I went down one time with my parents when I was in college, and we met a guy who was there from basically like the next university over from mine. So like I went to, there was a smaller school, and then there was like our big like state university, like UW Wisconsin, and then I went to a smaller school that was just a few, like 45 minutes to an hour away. And we were like, hey, I go to this school, and he's like, oh hey, yeah. So that was kind of cool and exciting, and it's always a good time. So yeah, we got to chat with her a little bit, and then normally like I am a little bit more of an adventurous eater in Disney. I'll try a couple more things, but I ate like 4 things, and I was like, I can't do this. Like I drank like 3 sodas, so I must have still been a little dehydrated. But I was just like, I can't do this, and I texted my parents and was like, I don't know, do I go to Fantasmic tonight? Like, A, my phone is almost dead. B, I just straight don't feel good. But I'm like, but it's Fantasmic, and Fantasmic is my favorite nighttime show, and I really didn't want to miss it at all. So my parents were like, well, what are your options? So I said, well, I can go to the store at the front of the park and get a fuel rod and charge my phone, which I said will help one problem. I said, and I can just take it easy for the rest of the night till it's time to go to Fantasmic, because the Fantasmic was only like an hour. I could get into the amphitheater in like an hour, so I only had to really bum around for an hour, and then I could just like go sit on my butt and just relax and enjoy the show. So I ended up deciding that I was going to give it a shot, and I went to the front of the park, bought the fuel rod, because I had kind of been wanting to do that anyway, because I actually use it a lot even here at home. So I definitely get my money's worth out of it, and bought a couple things for some friends back home, and then moved on with my night and started heading towards Fantasmic. How's it going, friends? So I have no idea what time it is right now, but there's a clock right here, and I'm too far away and I can't read it. Just kind of hanging out in studios before Fantasmic, doing some shopping for some friends back home until I can get into the amphitheater, getting some pictures done. I still can't read this clock, and it's like right in front of me. So I've got like an hour to kill before I can get into Fantasmic, so I'm gonna jump into a couple of these shops, do some more shopping, hopefully mostly window shopping, and then we're gonna head in and see Fantasmic. So that's where we're at. Favorite Disney Mania song right now, so I'm super excited. Guys, it's time to say our goodbyes to Hollywood Studios for this trip. It's over. So we say goodbye. Disney's Hollywood Studios. See you next time. Only 1,001 more days to go till our next trip. So, well, there we go. 9 o'clock at night, almost, not quite. And they're working on the gondolas. This morning the cables were running when I came in. So hopefully they'll be opening soon. I'm pretty sure they're probably hoping to have them open by Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, because that's going to take a lot of pressure off the buses. And hopefully they'll move this bus station back, because it's like 8 miles from the park entrance and I don't like it. And so we've reached the end of the day. There was actually kind of an ending to that vlog. That was kind of nice, right? Something a little different. So basically, I just wanted to say here to wrap this vlog up that this is basically the end of the vlogs. The next day I woke up and realized I was sick. I had come down with a cold and my throat hurt really bad and I couldn't shake it. Like a lot of times if I get up in the morning and I drink something or whatever, it'll go away, and it just wasn't going away. So I was kind of realizing day 7 was going to be my last at least halfway decent day in the park if I was going to get anything done, which was good because I had a lot planned for day 7. So, but basically it meant I didn't vlog because I was just too busy freaking out about the fact that I was getting sick to even pick up the camera. And then I kept hoping, like, well, if I just don't talk to the camera, then I won't get sicker, right? Like, I won't lose my voice. It'll be fine. Lies. I was so not feeling good by the time I went home. So basically this is the end of the vlogs. I'm going to wrap up the vlogs in the next video, so the video that will be coming in 2 weeks. I'm going to wrap things up, and it'll be much more of like a sit down trip report. Here's a few pictures, here's just me talking to you guys about what went on basically the last 3 days, so days 7, 8, 9, and then part of day 10, the little bit of the trip home on day 10. So basically this is it for the vlogs. Like I said, I have to sit down and really figure out what's going to happen next for the channel after next week's video, so I will have more updates on that next week, or if, at least I'm hoping to. I may not. It may be I'm just going to film the trip report and then you might not hear from me for a while. I have to figure that all out yet, but I just wanted you guys to know that next week will definitely not be more of this vlog style, because I have pretty much level 0 footage from, I think I have one clip of me telling the camera that I'm sick, and that's all I have from like the last 3 days of the trip. So, and they were short days because I wasn't feeling good, so I didn't do pretty much anything. I basically went to all my dining reservations and my fast passes and then like went home and did nothing. So this is, like I said, this is basically the end of the vlogs. Next week, well, 2 weeks from now, I'll do a little trip report style video just to wrap things up for this trip. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me along with this so far. I'm almost to, we won't talk about that. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me on the trip so far, and sticking with me through my first vlogging experience. There's a lot of things that I want to change and improve on for future vlogs, which you'll hear a little bit about later. I'm going to sort of film a video reminder for myself for next time I do vlogs about things I'd like to change and things I'd like to improve on and all that kind of thing. And maybe it'll help some of their first time vloggers too. But that's basically all I have for this time. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And have a Disney day.